Well guys, we're back to work on the 1984 mobile home, and we've decided it's time to start assembling cabinets. Now, behind you guys is the kitchen, and we have a lot of cabinets that are going to be going here, but we decided to get some small jobs out of the way first. So let's actually start over here in the dining area, because we have this little nook, and it's designed to hold cabinets. So I have two cabinets that we're going to be installing here. I'm going to start by assembling those, getting them out of the way, and just working down this big pile that we have in here. So not that it matters, but let me just explain what this is about. We basically want cabinets here just for extra storage. It's going to be behind a table. So the table is going to be right here in front of me. And these are just extra pantry space, extra storage. Throw your puzzles in there, whatever you want. And that's what it's going to be. So what we're going to do is stack two wall cabinets on top of each other to make a tall pantry style cabinet in a 12-inch deep space. Well, the color is interesting so far. Let me take this out. So I know you guys have been excited to see what cabinets we picked for this house. I will tell you ahead of time that all the cabinets in the house will match. So what you see is what we're going to do throughout the kitchen, laundry area, and dining area. And I will show you the front in a moment, but you can already see the wood tone, and I like it. I wanted something different, not just the same old white cabinets. So we got a nice wood tone that wasn't too dark, because a lot of cabinets are too dark. You guys see we went with RTA cabinets ready to assemble. These are made by Forevermark. We've had a good experience with those in the past, so we wanted to do them again. Super easy to assemble, actually. You can see this is the hardware pack to put together this cabinet. It's going to be so quick and easy. Now, this isn't part of the instructions, but we will be using a little bit of wood glue just because we want it to be extra strong. I think we're just going to get right into it. Alright, we just got to put the bumpers on it, and this cabinet will be done. Alright, so there's the cabinets we decided to use in this home. It is perfect for this home. I wanted something simple, clean. These just stood out to me because of this thin cabinet door. It's like a shaker style, but very thin, very skinny. And I've never seen that before that I can recall. So I just thought these were the coolest things, and we got them. The only thing is, it might be difficult to find good handles to put on there because there's such a skinny spot for the handles, but there's definitely some options. Most modern handles are going to fit. Anything that has clean lines. We could even do some tab pull handles that go on the edge, but we'll decide about that later. But otherwise, I'm happy with how those look. Are you?
Yeah.
Now we do have the two shelves behind the cabinet right there. We're not going to put those in yet because there's no point. But now we have another cabinet to build just like this one, only taller. So let's do that one. All right, we're just about finished up with this one, just doing the back panel.
Yeah.
Perfect. Look at the size of that thing. Huge.
Yeah.
So I got one of them sitting here. Now I am going to build a base to put under this to bump them up off the floor. But I'm just getting layout established, so I wanted to see how it was going to look and where it was going to sit in here. A couple of different options I'm going to look at, but let me bring in the other cabinet and then we'll talk about it. Alright. Oof. Look at the size of that. So here's the first thing I have to figure out is which cabinet goes on the top, which on the bottom. You would think the taller one would go on the bottom, shorter one on top, but I almost feel like doing it backwards and putting the taller one on top. It just seems right to me. Let's see what that looks like. Oh man, that's a big cabinet. See, I kind of like that. Doesn't it feel a little wardrobe-y with the tall doors on top? They shouldn't make these dividers lift up so easily. They should kind of snap in somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we know what we're doing now. So I'm going to go ahead and build a base for the cabinet to sit on. This is kind of like a toe kick. I ripped some plywood down. We have this scrap 3/4 inch plywood. So I ripped that down, cut it to length, and we're just going to build a simple frame.
What are you going to do about that?
That's good enough for that, I think. Now I just have to get this screwed on. So there it is, simple frame. It's gonna just rest on the floor to raise the cabinets up off the floor, and we'll finish the toe kick later to make it look pretty. So you won't see any of this. So now we gotta get it in place and level it up. Couldn't hold the saw straight.
Oh, is that what it was?
Mm-hmm. A little bit more up this, I think. So we got our box leveled up. The floor is not level in our house. We just have to accept that. And it's screwed to the back wall.
Now we just need to make the two side things that go all the way.
Yeah, we need spacers, don't we? Let me figure out the spacers that are going to go on the sides of the cabinet to fill in between the walls and the cabinets. And we'll go from there. Alright, I found a strip of wood in the bus and I don't even think I have to cut it. Or anything. This is a piece of wood we ripped off of a wider board previously. So I'm going to nail it to the wall. I had left this corner a little bit raw and ugly because I was going to put some corner trim over it, but now I'm thinking that it's clean enough that I can caulk it and make it disappear. I'm going to try that. First thing I'm going to do is hide this crap. And now, try to blend this corner, right?
Yeah.
The cool thing about Smart Side is that it has so much texture that it's not about getting it smooth, it's about getting it natural. We're about to wrap it up for the night, but what we did was went ahead and got our side spacers installed and attached to the walls. We decided to do those the wall color. So basically it's these 2 strips of wood. They're nailed, caulked, and we waited for the caulk to dry. So now I'm going to paint them. I'm not going to show you guys that, but I'm going to paint them after I get off here. And once those are painted white like the walls, they'll blend in, be all beautiful. And then tomorrow should be install day on those cabinets after the paint is dry. And if we did this opening properly, those cabinets should slide right in against that wall. We'll get them screwed in place, and this section will be finished. It's a new day, and we are back ready to install the cabinets. I just pre-drilled my first cabinet. So what I did was I measured over to where my studs are, and then I marked it on the inside of the cabinet. Got the holes pre-drilled so it'd be easy to install. I have one little modification I have to do. On the top and bottom of the cabinet, there's a piece of wood in here, and it sticks up ever so slightly above the sides. And so what I'm afraid of is when I stack them, these woods are going to hit each other and create a crack. I don't want a gap between them. I want the cabinets to sit nice and tight and flush to each other. So what I want to do is shave that down. So I'm just going to take this over and just shave the top of that off with the saw, just so that this board is the same height as the cabinet all the way around. After that's done, they should be ready to install. I thought I'd be further along by now, but I'm running into some more obstacles than I expected. So first of all, I am working on the filler piece for the top. And I made this kind of weird contraption out of scrap lumber. And what it's going to do is hook to the ceiling up here. Between those spots, these tabs are to screw it to the ceiling. So it'll go like this. And that'll match this, you know, crown molding trim that we have up there. It's the same stuff. I gotta paint it quick. So I got that. But then I had to notch it for the cabinet to kind of fit up around. You'll see how that's gonna work. But now I'm realizing when the cabinet comes up, the corner of the cabinet is actually gonna hit the crown molding. Now that I'm looking at how all this comes together. And I wasn't thinking about that being an issue. But I think that I have to cut the top corner of the cabinet off so that when the cabinet comes up here, it can just sit around that crown molding. I don't know. It'll be easier to show it than to explain it, but that's where I'm at right now, about to damage the new cabinet. What I'm doing. Man. What's going on? Come on. Okay. I'm definitely struggling here. I can't see what I'm doing. That's heavy. This probably won't go well. I think I'll probably have to trim it up more. Let me just even find the opening.
come my way a little. Okay, tilt the top in.
I just don't even know where the opening is. I'm trying to find the bottom.
Up, right there.
Okay. You see how hard this is? I can't see anything. Okay. So
okay, you'll have to come down like an inch. Okay, it's under the trim. This way, my way.
So I'm hitting something on the other side. Okay. Is it up in the notch?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, that might just make it. Yep.
Am I going?
Yeah.
Something's stuck. Okay, ready? I'm gonna try to take this out.
Okay. Lift it down.
Lift it down?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So.
You know what I'm hitting? Look, I can see it. Let's trim these back a little bit. Okay. Dive me on top first so I can know where the cabin is.
Up a little. Okay, in. You're on it.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Up. Up. Over your way.
Oh, I'm losing it. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. Up. About 1/4 inch more up.
Hi. Well, it's hard.
Okay, my way.
I'm not in behind it.
My way. A little. Right there. Up. Yep.
I don't feel like I'm getting behind it.
Right there. All right.
Oh.
Finally.
So now I thought we were getting somewhere. We were getting ready to get this all put in. And I just realized that the top isn't in all the way. There's a big gap behind it. And now I'm realizing there's a big mistake.
What is it?
Just like we had to cut the cabinet for the crown here, it's hitting the crown molding on the back wall.
Oh.
So we got to pull this back out. Let me close these doors so I don't damage them. Okay, ready? Up here, crown molding in the back is in the way.
Basically, as much as you notched out of that front one has to come off the crown molding, or what?
That's what I'm thinking. I might just take it out. Let's get a pry bar and the knife. I'll go get the knife. We'll cut the caulk and we'll just try to pry it out. If I knew when I started what I know now, if I could go back in time, I would have cut my toe kick area a 1/2 inch shorter and just lowered the cabinets down below the crown. And then it would all be perfect. It would slide in. Mm-hmm. It's just that big toe kick. When you get to these points, you just have to decide what's more of a hassle. Removing this or removing everything else and cutting down the base. I don't know. Both are a hassle. Oops, didn't see that now. Alright, we're going to try this again. This time, We're seeking perfection, right?
Okay, so the top goes in first.
Yep.
Okay, my way a little bit. Okay.
Is it all again?
Angle it up. Your way a little. It's hitting the very corner. Up. Okay. Now lift it. Good.
Listen. It's in.
Wow.
Now it's flush. Now that we've finally got these cabinets in place and I think they are perfect, we can hook them together. Before I hook this one to the wall, I want to join these two cabinets together to make sure the face is perfectly in line. To do that, we're pulling out a cool tool. These are cabinet face clamps and they are designed to squeeze and push the cabinet flush. So I'll show you how it goes. Now I pre-drilled through the bottom wood here, and I'm gonna just suck it together with a cabinet screw. Here it is. There we go. It looks like we got a little bit of door lining to do. So let's see. It's close enough. So check it out, guys. There it is, our very modern looking storage closet off to the side. Plenty of storage for anything you guys need, anything we need. So we're almost finished. There's only one more job to do, and that is the toe kick. You guys can see that raw wood down there. It doesn't look very good, but we did pick up some pre-finished toe kick. So I'm going to cut a piece of this and get that installed. I'm going to throw some wood glue on the back. I'll try to keep the nails out from the bottom there. I just put them along the top. The glue should hold it. It feels like it's on there firm. You know, I really like how this came out like flush in the wall. The doors are actually just about flush, a little inset from the wall. It doesn't take up any space. It doesn't jut out at all. I was considering having it push out, but you know, just stick out a hair. But I like this better. Everything works fine, looks good. It looks really custom built in, and I like that. So now we can step back and start to imagine this dining area. And something I've been worried about since the beginning is this too small? It is tiny. So why don't we finish out this space a little more and see exactly how it's gonna feel and if this space is gonna work and if it's going to make a suitable dining area for our eat-in kitchen. Well guys, we're wrapping it up now. Check this out. Table and chairs. It matches my shirt. Do you like the chairs? This was a tricky spot because I knew how small it was, and I thought a little bistro, is that how you say it? Bistro? Table would be perfect, and I got these chairs because they had nice small backs on them, and I didn't want to feel crowded coming around the table. This fits. I was worried it was going to feel tight, but it really doesn't, even though the space is tiny. Look it, I can get around the chairs. We can get around the table, sit down anywhere. And it works. The cabinet is still accessible. It's not too crowded. You can still open it. You might have to slide a chair in, but everything fits. And that's right where the light is. Tight table centered over the light. Table centered under the light. So perfect. I think that came out really cool. Look at guys. We just finished our dining room, except for the trim. We still have to trim out the window and the baseboard. We'll do that soon. You got soot all over you, all over your nose. If she looks dirty, it's because she's been burning outside, doing all kinds of yard work, cleaning up those trees we had taken down. There is so much work to do outside.
So much debris.
And you're just trying to keep on top of it.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going to end it. Guys, we just put together the dining room. I think it's great. It looks really good. Colors are going well with the house. The cabinet, doesn't that look high-end? I mean, honestly, for a mobile home, that's cool.
I like it.
And now our little light finally has a purpose, and you guys can see it goes well with it. I got these kind of rattan backs. And we went with a metal table because I wanted something durable, easy to clean, and not MDF. A lot of tables are MDF, but metal. It was actually an outdoor table, I think, but it works. And has a rubber ring on the bottom so it won't scratch the floor.
Metal chairs, because every time you sit in wooden chairs, they fall apart.
Right. Beautiful. A little bit of color coming into the mobile home. And that's what we were saying. This room looked so just white, like blank white. But once things start coming in, it's going to warm up a lot.
Yeah.
So that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
Bye.